Hi, this is Greg with Lionquestfitness. Today we're going to compare a $350 gun to a gun that runs now between $700 and $800 to see which one works the best for concealed carry. So let's talk about it. Now, the concealed carry we're talking about today is pocket carry in these Mica holsters. First one is a Taurus 856, and as you can see, I have replaced the grips. Now, I do like the Taurus rubber grips that come on this gun, but they're tacky as far as pulling them in and out of a pocket, and it slows you down. These grips I ordered off eBay, had to sand them down a little bit, but they fit well and they carry well. Now, the Smith & Wesson 640, and this is a gun I've had for several years. I really like this gun. Now, I do not like the Smith & Wesson rubber grips that come on their revolvers these days, so I have a set of hideout grips made by Precision Specialties in Michigan. So let's do what I call the tail of the tape. All right, in this corner, Smith & Wesson 640 weighing in at 22 ounces. Taurus 856 weighing in at 22 ounces. 2 1/8 inch barrel, 2-inch barrel. This is a 5-shot. This is a 6-shot. Both these guns are made out of forged steel, although I would be willing to guess that the Smith & Wesson steel is probably a higher grade steel than what they make the Taurus with. Now, this gun's rated for 357, although I would not shoot a heavy diet of 357 through a gun this small. And in the same vein, this gun's rated for plus P, but I wouldn't put a steady diet of plus P through this gun. So now, how about the trigger? Let's look at the Smith first. Now, the Smith & Wesson, as typical of Smith & Wesson triggers, is very crisp. All right, let's test the trigger on the 856. Now, I have to say something here. I do shoot a lot of revolvers. I shoot a lot of old Smith & Wesson revolvers. I shoot a lot of new Smith & Wesson revolvers. I shoot a lot of Taurus revolvers and Ruger revolvers. So I'm a little bit sensitive to revolver trigger pull and the various differences. And with the 856, there's more travel time. In fact, I believe the reason why is because this particular frame, is meant for a gun that shoots 5 rounds. The Taurus 85, the Taurus 605. And you have a larger diameter cylinder, and it takes a little bit more travel time to rotate that cylinder. So it's almost like there's a little bit of slop in the trigger, although most people probably won't notice that if they do a crisp trigger pull. So let's take both guns out and let's start doing some shooting and some head-to-head comparisons. This comparison, to do it justice, we're going to do it over 3 videos. We're going to keep it simple today. We're just going to do what some call a failure drill, which I don't like to call it that. I like to call it a Mozambique drill. 2 to the body, 1 to the head. We're going 7 yards. I don't shoot for the X, I shoot for the 9. And let's see how each firearm performs. Well, I believe first shots, the 640 edged out the 856 at 7 yards, 2 to the body, 1 to the head. So tune in next week. We're going to talk about some more differences between the two guns, some more about their various strengths and weaknesses, and we're going to do some more shooting. And this is Greg with Lionquest Fitness, reminding you to always be prepared for the unexpected.